Very good. So my name is Lucy Mutemi, a very excited member of AG Nutrition. I hope you can hear me. I'll try my best to project my voice. I know I tend to speak very softly, but I hope you can hear me. So I'm a very excited member of AG Nutrition. I love this company. I love what it has done for me. And I came to it at a time when I was really suffering health-wise. And I have experienced lots of benefits from the products, particularly one called AG Sera, which we shall talk about today. Well, our main focus will be on AG Sera. And I came when I had issues with my nerves. I was suffering from a condition known as carpal tunnel, and the sciatica nerve was also giving me a problem. I wasn't sleeping well. I had issues with gas and acid. I had lots of problems, even with allergies. And this product has done a lot for me. I am no longer on medication. I thank the Lord for that. And yet, previously to this product, I was on medication every single day, and the pain was not going away. Now, I would like to just jump straight into the presentation. As we go along, I'll share my testimonies if time allows. But allow me for now to just go straight to the company so that we can learn what it's all about, who they are, and about this particular product. So you'll allow me to share the screen, and then we will continue interacting. Give me a few minutes. All right. So I hope you can see that file that is there. And it reads AG Nutrition. AG Nutrition, AG stands for Alpha Group. Alpha Group. This is a Malaysian-based company. Sorry. A Malaysian-based company that was launched in May 2019. So we are very, very young. We are just about 3 years old. And we are in the industry of health and wealth. That's our business. Below there, you can see our website, AG Nutrition International. You can go there and get as much as information as you can about this company. And we are all about transforming people. That is our motto, AG Nutrition, transforming people. That's what we are all about. There you see our 3 founders. We have 3 founders, Faiz Saleh, Fahim Azim, and Hafiz Saleh. Of course, you can see the Salehs are brothers, and the one in the middle is their friend. These are 3 young men, not so young, but young enough, who came together and founded this company. They have been in this industry of, the industry that AG Nutrition belongs to for the past 15 to 20 years. So they know about the industry. They have vast, experience in other fields. There's an administrator there, there's a marketer, an engineer, and they came together because of their love for this industry, and they are the people behind our company. So those are our founders. We were lucky enough to have 2 of them, the 2 brothers. In July, they came to launch this company into Africa. Of course, they would have come earlier on because the company was founded in 2019, May, and it came into Kenya at the end of July, the same year. They were supposed to have come earlier on in 2020, but due to COVID, they were unable to do that, and they just came this year, so we are grateful for that. So what is our mission? Just like any other company, we have a mission. Number 1, to transform people's lives and lifestyle by giving us the best nutritional products of the highest quality. And as we go along, you'll realize they are second to none. Number 2, to provide a rewarding opportunity platform to our independent distributors, those who choose to do their business. You don't have to, but if you do, there is a rewarding opportunity platform for you. Below there, again, you can see our website, AG Nutrition International. All the information is there. So we are guided by 4 core values. For us to do this business, we interact a lot with people, and we have to, abide by some certain core values. Number one, excellence. The company promises to deliver premium value. These products must meet your needs. You as a consumer, you as a distributor, they have to meet your needs. As I said before, they are second to none. They are registered as superfoods. That's what they are. They are beyond supplements. And they do a wonderful job. As we go along, we shall see that. So we deliver premium quality. We don't cut corners. Each country where we are, we have all the certifications that is required. Here in Kenya, we are certified by KEBS. We are certified by the Poison and Pharmacy Board. Those two bodies certify us. Of course, around the world, we have the FDA from America. In Europe, we have various bodies, including the European Safety Authority, and we have other certifications around the world in all the countries that we are in. So before we come into any country, we get all the certifications that are required. We are all about integrity. Number two, we must do the right thing. The company does the right thing. They will pay their taxes in this country and whichever other country they are in. We are about people. So if we have no integrity, we cannot be able to, to partner with this company very well. So we must do the right thing. I keep urging all the members who are here that really, as you go out there and meet people, integrity is key. We must do the right thing. They will not cut any corners. They will pay all their duties that are required of them in this country, as well as other countries. We are all about teamwork. You might come here, you feel you're alone because you've just embraced this, our products, but there's always somebody ready to help you. Should you embrace the business side of it, we work as a team. There'll always be somebody here ready to do a presentation such as this. We have physical meetings all over the country, and somebody is always ready to help you with any questions. So don't feel alone. We work as one company and one team. And we are all about a winning mentality. Everybody must win. You, the consumer, you must win because the product has to deliver what it says it does. As a distributor, should you embrace this company, then we must, as long as you do what you're required to do, you must also receive, you must win as well. And the company also is here to win. When we win, the company also wins. So those are our 4 core values that guide our business. And that's our first product, known as Aegysera, nature's gift for optimum well-being. Is that true? We say that we are nature's gift for optimum well-being. At this point, I like to take a moment and just, address ourselves. What do we know about our bodies? Because for us to say that really Aegysera is nature's gift for optimum well-being, does it have a place in our lives? I'll stop at this point and I'll just come back and then we'll go back again so that we can address our bodies. We can learn a little bit about ourselves and whether there's really a need for this product. How well do we know our bodies? How well do we know our bodies? You see, today we are battling with all manner of conditions. I'm sure when I talk about diabetes, you're aware of that. When I talk about cancer, arthritis, blood pressure, fibroids, all these conditions, we are too familiar with them. I like looking back at my mother's time, maybe in the early 70s and even beyond that. And my mom didn't even know what cancer was. She had never heard that word. But today, our children, every single home, everyone I come across, they are battling with these conditions. You ask yourself, how come? How is it that every single family is affected one way or the other by these conditions? Are we okay with them? What has gone wrong? Is there something that we could have been doing differently than what our forefathers used to do? And for me, I felt that I needed to understand what was going on. I keep doing a lot of research. I'm not satisfied with that fact that Today, we are seeing people, as you get older, you go picking up one of these conditions, and you can start out with something like diabetes and you're on medication, but as you go along, you acquire another condition and another and another. I don't think when God created us, he meant for us as we hit, 30s, 40s, 50s, to live with these conditions and live with them for life and be on medication and never really get relief. What is going on? What can we do differently? Is there anything that we are doing that our forefathers were not doing before? You see, your body is made up of cells, trillions of cells put together. And of course, 70% of your body is water. So it's very important to hydrate. Do we hydrate enough? Are we taking the 8 glasses of water that we need to take in a day? Water is life. Water is a painkiller. Water is very good for digestion. Water is, an amazing, shall I say, something we can't do without, because it's very good for detox as well. Do we take enough water? Going back, our body is made up of cells, and these cells put together form tissues. This meat we are carrying, this body of ours, this flesh that we are carrying, it forms tissue, and that forms the organs that you have, the liver, the kidney, the heart, those organs. And all those organs have a system that run them. There's the respiratory system, the reproductive system, and many other systems. And that forms the body that you are carrying. Please, let's mute ourselves. Now, I said that our body is made up of cells that form tissues, that form organs, that form systems, and that form the body that you're carrying. So when we say that we are suffering from a certain condition, let me just try and mute somebody here. Esther, please mute yourself. Thank you. Sorry about that. Yeah. So when we are sick, which part of our body is sick? I said we are made up of cells that form tissues, that form organs, that form the systems, and that form the body you're carrying. So where does disease attack? When you say you're sick and you're feeling unwell, maybe you go to the hospital because there's something wrong with you, you're dizzy, you're feeling weak, you're in pain, and the doctor says, we'll do the certain tests that they need to do to determine what's wrong with you. And they tell you maybe you have whatever condition, you have blood pressure, you have arthritis, whatever it is. Which part of your body, that makeup of your body, is sick? It is actually the cell. Anytime you go to hospital, it is the cell that is suffering. It is the cell that is unwell. And the cell is the beginning of life, is the basis, the smallest, component of your body. And what causes the cell to be sick? What really has gone wrong? What causes the cell to become sick? You see, your body, that cell, is affected by everything around it. The food you eat, the water you drink, and the air you're breathing will affect the cell. Everything around us is affecting the cell. And the same cell is also affected by stress as well. It will cause issues for you. So going back to the food we eat, the water we drink, the air that we're breathing, what could we have done differently that was not the same way during our forefathers' time? I think 100 years ago in Kenya, in Africa, 100 years, 200 years, I would not be, I'm not certain that those people really were suffering from these conditions that we have today. So what have we done? If you look at the air that we are breathing, would we say that the air that we are breathing is free from toxins, from pollutants? Today we live in a world where, because of modernization, technology, we are driving these cars, and there's a lot of pollution. our factories, all of them have a chimney. You know, until I came into this company, I had never really thought about that our factories have chimneys, and there's something that those factories, you know, will emit that will pass through the chimneys. Sometimes what they emit into the skies may not be of the standard they are supposed to be. And this reminds me of an article that I read about. We also watched it on TV in Syokimau. I'm not sure that it was a year ago or 2 years ago, but there was a factory that was emitting something in the skies, some fumes, and they started affecting, there was an estate next to that factory, and the people there started getting affected. We were told that a child had died, another one was in hospital, and of course, there are many other repercussions after that. In fact, what surprised me this year was that somebody moved into where I live, and she told us the reason why she moved where I'm living. She was coming from that estate in the area of Syokimau, and she came because she was feeling that her children were getting affected by what had happened. And NEMA finally came in and they closed down the factory for a while. And that tells you that there is something, about the air that we are breathing. Anything that is not natural, chemicals are going to affect the cell. The cell cannot tolerate anything that is not natural. And those toxins will cause cellular damage to your cell. So our air is not necessarily as good as it used to be. We've gone around cutting trees. We are being affected. And sometimes we don't know that when we are cutting down these trees and refusing to plant more trees, we are actually affecting ourselves. So the air that we breathe can affect your cell. When we look at the water that we drink, what are we battling with right now as a country? We heard that there's cholera. It started out in Kiambu. We've been told various counties have it, Kajiado, Nairobi, and many others. And, that is your water that is going to affect you. Today, we don't know whether the sources of our water. We keep buying water. I keep asking women, are you comfortable opening a tap of water and drinking straight from it? Most of them will not do that. They will want to put either something into the water, some medicine, or they want to boil it, or they would rather go and buy bottled water. And I don't blame them. I also do the same thing. I'm not sure about my water that is coming through the taps when I do see that water. Most of the estates are not receiving water. They keep buying water and you don't know your sources of water. And we're saying that even water, when it is not, safe for you, will also give you problems. We have seen burst pipes, your water, your sewer lines, they burst, they mix up together. And we have all manner of conditions, cholera being one of them, amoeba, typhoid, all these are brought about by your water not being safe. And that is going to affect the cell. When we think about the food that we're eating, the food is divided into three. We have your carbohydrates, your vitamins, and your protein. Now, protein is a bodybuilder. It gives you, when you break it down, amino acids, and those help with, multiplying your cells, making your cells multiply the way they're supposed to multiply. They help with healing. They help with renew of cells, repair, and proper multiplication of your cell. Now, I don't focus too much on protein because sometimes the only thing I can say about protein is we need to just eat moderately. Sometimes we eat too much protein, especially the red meat. We end up with other issues, cholesterol and others. So I will say that when you're eating on your plate, your protein needs to be just about a quarter of your plate or even less. Eat more, of your white meats and plant proteins and dengus and the lentils. But it is important to take protein. Now, going to vitamins. Your fruits and vegetables are the sources of vitamins. Sorry, your protein comes from your I think I've mentioned them, the meats, the chickens and the like. But when it comes to your vegetables and fruits, that's where your vitamins come from. Now, this is where sometimes I have a serious challenge because, according to the World Health Organization, we are supposed to eat 5 to 9 helpings of fruits and vegetables in a day. Yani bakuli 5 kwa 9, with different kinds of fruits and vegetables, different colors. They all have a role in your diet, in your body. But when I ask people who has taken a fruit today, when I'm in a physical class where people are able to respond to me, I get very few. Some can't remember when they last ate a fruit. Unfortunately, the men who sometimes attend my class tell me, oh, fruits and vegetables are for your, women and children. And yet, this is where you get your immunity from. This is, your cells need to have immunity because you're the one going out there, you're battling with this bad air that we are breathing. So what is going to protect your cell when you're not eating enough fruits and vegetables? The fact that you don't eat as recommended does not mean that your cells will not get affected. They will get affected. And yes, we are feeling the pinch today because, of course, the economy is not in a good place. But your cells still require the fruits and vegetables. So I normally tell people, please, let's ensure at the very least, can we eat a fruit and a vegetable, at least with every meal. Hata kama you'll wake up in the morning and you eat your breakfast, don't just eat bread alone. Even eat a tomato, eat a carrot, eat the fruits in season. But make sure you have them. Because when you don't have enough immunity. It's like building a house and not putting a door. You open your body for all sorts of attacks. That's what happens when you don't eat enough fruits and vegetables. So it's important to eat that. I know during the Corona time, we're still having the effects of Corona. There was a lot of talk of vitamin C and, suddenly oranges became very expensive, ginger as well, and lemons. But you're not just eating it because of Corona. You want to keep disease at bay. You want to keep your cells healthy. You want to give them immunity because it's only when they have immunity that they can be able to fight for you. So moving on, let's look at carbohydrates. What is it that we do with carbohydrates? You see, your carbohydrates, the sources are the whole wheat, your maize, your rice. Those give you, the whole wheat, the whole, the germ, the husk. And within the germ and the husk, if we look at the maize, because that's what we can identify very well with, the maize has a germ, the little, soft part of the maize that's yellowish, and the skin of the maize. And those contain, very important oils that your cells are looking for to keep the cell wall soft and flexible or permeable, to allow nutrients to get into the cells. They do the work they're supposed to do and the waste to get out. But for that to take place, that cell wall, your cells, the wall, need to be soft and permeable. But what do we do with our maize, for example? You go home, you harvest your maize, you take it to the millers, and what do? We tell the miller, I want it as white as possible. Please give me grade 1. You're very lucky if you say grade 2. And the miller will do his best to give you as pure as you wanted it. And then what do you say with the waste that comes out from there? If you're at home, you say, please pack for me that waste. I'm going to take it to my chickens or the cows. It also makes animal feed. And so you will never meet a chicken with arthritis, diabetes, cancer. Who has them? It's you and me. And who has said, let's remove that? It's me as man. And I am a very intelligent person, but I don't seem to understand where life is. Life is in that germ, in that husk. In fact, if you ask your mother or grandmother what she's fighting with in the granary when she harvests her maize, she's fighting with weevils. These weevils are looking for the germ. That's what they go for. They go for the husk. They leave you with just the starch. So if a weevil knows where life is, how is it that we have forgotten that part? We don't seem to know that. In fact, sometimes I tell people, go to the supermarkets, go to that section where there's food, there's rice, there's maize, there's wheat, the wheat flour, and go and see if you can see a weevil there. And if you can't see a weevil there, then maybe you need to ask yourself this question: why isn't there a weevil here? Could there be that there's life here or there isn't life? There's probably a little life, but our food has a lot of preservatives that is also affecting us. So I normally tell people, please make sure that your wheat, your maize, don't mail and remove everything. Just take it whole as recommended. And because your family might run away if you just give them that maize, because they're not used to it when it's whole, then mix with a little of the one from the supermarket. And with time, they'll get used to it, and you can phase off the one from the supermarket and then have your whole maize flour. It's very nutritious. It gives you life. So this research, I won't go beyond that, but this research was done by our doctors and scientists. Of course, it's out there in the open. You can go and read a lot about it. And our doctors and scientists, together with the company, realized that there's what your cells were lacking. That disease comes because there's what you're supposed to give your cell and what you're not giving your cell. There is a gap. And so what do? That gap will lead to disease. That gap will lead to pain, and that is what will take you to a hospital. And unfortunately, if, for example, you were to get a condition like diabetes, the doctor will tell you you're going to live with it for the rest of your life. And they will give you something, some insulin to take care of it. But what is so strange, while you're on diabetic medication, you will acquire blood pressure. And yet you started out with diabetes. And as you go along, you will now be on medication number 2. And before you know it now, you're going to have an issue with your eyesight. You started out with diabetes. So now your eyes, you're not able to see very well. Now you're on medication number 3. And then now your heart enlarges. Medication number 4, you started out with diabetes. Medication number 5 will be your kidneys, and then your liver. Dementia sets in. Over a period of between 10 to 20 years, you will have been taking medication for so long, for so many conditions. Why? Even the medication has side effects. And that is what is bringing about other conditions. So what can you do about it? And I'm not saying you don't go to hospital, but what is it that you can do? Because your cells will not respond very well to something that is not natural. And the reason why I gave you the composition of your body, the cells that form tissues, that form organs, that form systems, that form the body you're carrying, is that medication does not go beyond the tissue. It doesn't get to the cell. And no wonder you're not getting healing. No wonder you're just acquiring another condition. Medication will take care of the pain. It will manage your disease, but it does not offer you a cure. And that's why you see people get blood pressure and they live on blood pressure medication for the rest of their life. Diabetes, the same, fibroids, and many others. So our company came up with this product called Aegicera, and I want us to go now very quickly about what is Aegicera. So you'll allow me to share the slide again so that very quickly we can get to it. You'll allow me to go to now where I had reached. I just wanted us to understand whether there was a place for Aegicera. And that is Aegicera. You can see there are 8 ingredients. And the first ingredient you're seeing there is called curcumin. Then there's Sakura, there's Gemnima sylvester, there's white olive, whole wheat, pomegranate, white peach, and mixed berries. I'm just going to go through each one of them very quickly so that we understand it. So the first one is ceramosides. It's not the curcumin that we saw first. Ceramoside is extracted from wheat, whole wheat, and it is extracted from wheat before the wheat matures. When wheat is mature, wheat will form gluten. So our company ensures that it harvests the ceramosides before the wheat is mature. Your body is made up of, as the largest organ of your body is the skin. And the skin has different layers. There's the dermis, epidermis. In between those two, there's something called ceramides. And ceramides is a protein. Its work is to hold on to moisture. It makes sure that your skin is glowing very well. It protects you from all, issues that may attack your skin, acne and such like things. But as you get older, as you get to 25 and older, it starts depleting because, again, we are not eating very well. We are throwing out our germ and the husk. So the first thing that our company did is to come and add onto what you're lacking, which is the ceramosides. And it is free from gluten, as I said before. It increases moisture and decreases wrinkles on your face. It gives you a healthy, youthful, glowing skin. It's clinically proven to improve your skin condition in 15 days. Amazing. In 15 days, somebody will be asking you, what has happened? Because you're looking younger, but it's just because it is helping you, flush out toxins. It's an antioxidant. What is antioxidants? What are antioxidants? Antioxidants are compounds that, you produce in your body, but you also require those compounds from your fruits and vegetables. And so fruits and vegetables are very, very rich in antioxidants. And their work is to help neutralize harmful radicals, free radicals that are found in your food, your water, in the environment around you, all those chemicals that I was talking about earlier on that will help, that, will harm your cells. Because when you inhale them, when you eat them in your food and you're found in your pests, in your preservatives, they will go in and harm your cells. And this will, if you don't get them out of your system, they, increase inflammation in your body. And inflammation is the reason why we end up with things like diabetes, like cancer, like arthritis, all these degenerative diseases, lifestyle diseases. So, in order to prevent that cellular damage, it's important to eat foods that are rich with antioxidants. And your fruits and vegetables are very rich with antioxidants, which help to increase immunity, flush out toxins, and actually bring down inflammation. So ceramoside is an antioxidant. It is anti-cancer. When you have antioxidants, they flush out toxins, and that helps with cancer, because cancer is caused by toxins around you. Some of them is just by the food that we're eating, the water we are drinking and all that. And sometimes it is also because we're not eating enough of what we should be eating. So we say the anti-cancer because when something is an antioxidant, it ends up being an anti-cancer because it's flushing out your toxins. They regulate blood sugar levels, these ceramosides. Very good with arthritis. It's also an amazing anti-inflammatory. And remember, we said that inflammation is going to cause conditions like diabetes, cancer, arthritis, and all that. So this is an anti-inflammatory, meaning it's also going to give you a lot of benefits for the people who have arthritis and joint problems. It boosts your iron. It's 100% plant organic. It has no GMO, no additives, no preservatives. And again, as I said, it's free from gluten. Gluten is very sweet, and also addictive, but gluten is not good for you because it spikes your sugar levels. It's also, it also increases your weight. So this is an amazing product. When you take it, this ingredient, you're going to notice that your weight will also go down because it ensures that you're not your sugars are not spiking up and all that. So that is ceramosides. I'm just giving you a little bit of information of every ingredient that we have here. So ceramoside is one of them. From there, we go to white olive, and white olive is a natural extract from the olive fruit, an amazing antioxidant. It contains high levels of natural hydroxystyroxole. You can see it there. That is, it occurs, it's an ingredient found in the olive fruit. So the olive fruit, the white olive contains that ingredient in it, which is very good, especially where cancer is concerned. It makes the cancer cells commit suicide. Amazing. If you go and just Google that word and Google, just Google, what will you Google? Let me see. Natural foods that contain hydroxystyroxole, you'll find that one of them is the olive fruit. So it's an amazing ingredient. It's 100% naturally processed, free from pesticides. In fact, our farms that are where the olives are grown is in Spain. And I forgot to tell you where the wheat is grown so that we can extract the ceramosides. That is in France. So that's where our farms are. Now, what does white olive help you with? It helps with fungal infections, viral infections, bacteria infections. Very, very good for women, especially us as women. We keep getting things like candidiasis. You know, we are affected by, you know, when our hormones are affected by anything. It could be that you took antibiotics, your hormones are, your bacteria are affected. And that brings us to so many issues, one of them being candidiasis. And the white olive will really help you where that is concerned. You'll be free from those issues. It's very good for memory loss, dementia and the like. Very good in regulating blood sugar levels, balancing your blood pressure. Very good for women again, hot flashes, PMS, endometriosis, cramps. This white olive will help you with that. Very good for wounds. In fact, our product, if you pour the contents on a wound, sometimes even those diabetic wounds that never heal very well, you will notice that they will start drying up very, very quickly. So this is amazing, very good for wounds. ENT, anything to do with the ear, nose, and throat, you'll get lots of benefits. An amazing detox, balancing cholesterol level, and it is also antiplatelet, ensuring that your blood is, you know, not thickening, not getting, you know, clots. Very, very good for your arteries. Amazing, amazing ingredient, the white olive. Next to it is another ingredient called sakura extract. The English name for sakura extract is cherry blossom. It's found in Japan. Very, very, has amazing benefits. Number one, very, very rich in vitamin C. It stimulates collagen production, moisturizes and beautifies the skin. You know, vitamin C is amazing for the skin. It's an powerful antioxidant, not just good for your immunity, but it has benefits on your skin. It has anti-aging benefits. Again, very high in antioxidants. Remember what I said about antioxidants? They help flush out your toxins, giving you great immunity, taking care of all the other, you know, keeping other diseases at bay, especially cancer. Very rich in fatty acids. It also has anti-inflammatory properties. So, you know, when you remember anti-inflammatory, you're thinking about diabetes, cancer as well, you know, arthritis and the like. It helps to even out your pigmentation. Very, very good for those people with vitiligo. You know, there are some people in the society, they start losing the pigment on their skin. You notice that the skin has the original color, and then it's also getting very light. They have patches. And, you know, whatever they do, they can't really do anything about it. When you take our product that has sakura extract, you will notice that the pigmentation will come back. And that white that you're seeing that is patches all over the skin will just disappear. So it works very, very well on your skin. Good. Now moving on, that's sakura. We have another ingredient called curcumin. Now, curcumin is the most beneficial ingredient, active ingredient found in turmeric. And turmeric has been used for centuries by, these Eastern Asian countries. The Somalis know very much, the benefits in it, the Indians, the Asians, and it has over 200 benefits. Over 200 benefits. You need to go and Google about curcumin. Number one, it's a natural antibiotic, natural painkiller. Imagine. It fights body-wide inflammation. I normally like saying, ugonjwa ya hapa na pale. Have you ever taken your parent to hospital and the doctor asks, so where is the problem? Or as you get older, you seem to have pain everywhere. You're complaining of the shoulder, the knees, the legs, everywhere. That is inflammation. And this curcumin takes care of that inflammation, that pain. It's also very good in improving cardiovascular function. It supports the joint and bone health. People with arthritis, they never sleep because of arthritis. Arthritis, I understand, is worse than even child labor. This will give you relief from that. It increases detoxification in the liver, promotes a radiant skin that the Somalis and Indian communities have known for centuries. That they've used it for years on their, as part of their beauty regimen. It really promotes radiant skin. It's anti-cancer again. It supports natural weight loss. All these are vitamins, so they are going to detox you naturally. So you will notice that with your weight loss. As I said, it's a natural antibiotic, the painkiller. It reduces blood sugar levels. It balances your blood pressure. Very good for clogged veins. People with varicose veins, this is going to help you tremendously. And I'm just mentioning a few of the benefits, but I would recommend that after this, when you have time, please just Google about all these ingredients we are talking about. And they're all found in our Aegis-Era. So over 200 benefits from the curcumin. Amazing, amazing. Actually rated as one of the best anti-inflammatories in the world, this curcumin. We have another ingredient called Gymnema sylvestre. And we say this is the Mercedes-Benz of Aegis-Era. An amazing, amazing antioxidant. It is a shrub found in tropical forests in parts of India, some parts of Africa, I'm not sure where, and in Australia. And in Hindi, it's known as the destroyer of sugar. It really works very well, gives lots of benefits to the diabetic patients, people, with diabetes, by doing what? It reduces sugar cravings by making sweet food taste less appealing. So those cravings, because when these people who have diabetes, when their sugar levels are high, that's when they crave sugar. When they take our product, those cravings are brought down. So they suddenly that sweet food does not look appealing anymore or taste appealing. And that helps to lower, thereby, the blood sugar levels. It improves cholesterol levels, again, reducing heart disease risk. It increases insulin production, caused by excess sugar intake. Now you're no longer taking all that sugar. So of course the insulin production is improved. And it's so amazing for, the people with diabetes, because where is the problem? It's in the pancreas. The pancreas is not working the way it's supposed to be working. But when you take our product, because it's vitamins, what does it do? It gives your cells immunity. It increases the immunity. And once your cells have immunity, your cells will do what they are supposed to be doing naturally, which is to repair themselves, to restore themselves, to rejuvenate, replicate, and replace themselves. And so before you know it, you see this diabetic person whose sugar levels maybe were 29, 30, just going haywire. And one day he's able to wake up in the morning and fasting sugars could be 5. Amazing, amazing. Nature has all the answers. Nature has the answers. Again, it acts as a weight loss aid, and it helps with water retention. There are people who, because of their condition, they are either going to the loo too frequently or they retain the water. Gymnema sylvestre will help with water retention either way. So this is our Mercedes-Benz where, Aegysera is concerned. And it is a shrub, as you can see there. Aha. Then we have white peach. I'm about to finish. And these are fruits. In Kenya, we find them in Limuru. I've seen little ones. It has a fuzzy sort of skin, a peel, and it has a sweet white and yellow flesh. It's originated in China more than 8,000 years ago. It's abundant, filled with fiber, vitamins, minerals. Very, very, very good for your digestive system, for your gut health. Is an amazing antioxidant, has amazing antioxidant properties. Very rich in natural vitamin C, which is very good for your skin complexion. Contributes to healthy digestion because of the fiber. Very, very good for allergies. I cannot stress enough about this product, this ingredient when it comes to allergies. I was a candidate for allergies for my entire life. I would wake up in the morning, and the first thing once I remove my blanket is I would start sneezing. I was being affected by the cold. And I would have this cold that never ends until about 10 o'clock. It wasn't really a cold, it was an allergy. And at 5 p.m. in the evening, I would pick it up again. And my entire night, I always had handkerchiefs. I'm always blowing. I'm always, doing all manner of things. My ears would itch. I don't know if there's somebody going through this, but I want to tell you today, I'm free from those allergies. And as you can hear from my voice, I'm not sniffing, I'm not coughing, I'm not having a runny nose, courtesy of this ingredient that is found in Aegysera. So it's very good for allergies. People with asthma, people with sinuses, this is the product that will help you. It is, as I said, it contributes very well to your healthy digestion, very good for the gut, very good for those people who are having issues with gas. Remember, I talked earlier about gas, acid. You're worried, maybe stress of life, and so you're not eating very well, and your digestion struggles. You don't go to the loo the way you're supposed to go. This is what is going to open, your digestive system. It's amazing. As I said, it's very rich in vitamins, so it will fight and prevent cancer. It will treat gut disorders. It's very rich in vitamin D1, K1, rich in folic acid, amazing for, expectant mothers, people who want to have children. This is amazing. It's amazing for infertility issues. Sometimes the doctor says, your husband is fine, you as a wife, you're fine, but both of you, they've done tests and you're okay, but you're not having a child. We have couples who've come and used our product. They have been childless for 10 years, 14 years. And on being on our product, because our product is an anti-inflammatory, maybe it's a question of inflammation in your, uterus or your fallopian tubes. What we have seen is that before too soon, they are there. They come and tell us we are expectant. And they have lived for 10, 15 years without a child. But they come on our product and suddenly amazing things happen. Healing comes from food. Healing does come from food. So that is the white peach. You'll read more about it. And we have something known as mixed berries. And as you can see there are berries. We have 4 kinds of berries in our product. We have the elderberry, the blackberry, the blueberry, and the raspberry. And berries are they are known as superfoods. They are very high in antioxidant properties, very rich in the B vitamins. We say they are the kings and queens where cancer is concerned. They are rich with flavonoids, which are, compounds found in the dark colored fruits and vegetables. They are proven to prevent aging of the skin. They boost cognitive function, just like the high olive, very good for the brain. Amazing. They combat against free radical damage, which is the major cause of cancer. Very high in fiber, so amazing for your digestive system. They keep your arteries healthy, very good for the heart, very good for weight management, because remember, they are rich with fiber. They help women, hot flashes again. This is the thing for you. They regulate your blood sugar, very rich in folic acid, so expectant mothers, women who want to get pregnant, amazing, amazing ingredient. Very rich in vitamin A, B6, B17, B12. You know, lack of B17 is the beginning of cancer, as they say. Very rich in vitamin C, D, D1, K1, niacin. Go and Google all this. And it works, they work very well on the uterus. So that's the mixed berries. I'm about to finish. Sorry, we started a little bit late, so you'll allow me to also finish at about the same time we started. And of course, we have the pomegranate. This is the last ingredient that is found in Aegis-Sera. And pomegranate, it's a shrub. Here in Kenya, we see lots of them in Ukambani, or, you know, area where it's hot and dry. And, you know, they have so many benefits. This is rated as the #1 antioxidant in the world. The way the curcumin is, you know, one of the best anti-inflammatories in the world, this pomegranate is rated as one of the best fruits in the world, rich with antioxidant. One the size of my fist, I found it in Naivas at 1,500. But guess what we do in Ukambani? We give them to the cows and chickens. So our cows and chickens are very, very, very healthy. But we seem to have forgotten the benefits. They are the healthiest fruit in the world. They help fight prostate cancer, breast cancer, colon cancers. Imagine. They lower blood pressure. They help fight arthritis. Remember, I said is rated as also an antioxidant. They are also anti-inflammatory. So they help fight arthritis and joint pain. They help treat erectile dysfunction. Today, because of our poor eating habits, we also don't feed our men. You know, they don't like the fruits and vegetables. They will not eat greens the way they are supposed to eat. Unfortunately, some of them, not all. And so they have issues with erectile dysfunction. And when you see, like, you know, our young, as they grow older, the young men, and even our women, because this pomegranate is also very, very good for libido issues. And I like taking a little bit of time and talking about this because this is a serious problem in Kenya. If you go to a pharmacy today and ask who are the candidates, who are the people who buy Viagra, which age group? I used to think it was old people like my father and older, but I was very surprised to discover that the best customers of that Viagra, that blue pill, are 30-year-old and below. And that talks about a serious problem in this country, because if our 30-year-olds are having an issue with, you know, if they're having erectile dysfunction, then the country has a problem. But where is that problem coming from? You see, because of our poor eating habits, our men are not eating enough vegetables, especially the dark green leafy vegetables, the skumas, managus, and the like, that are rich with zinc. Then we're having issues with this. Even our, you know, daughters, our young ones, they have issues with libido. And you find people are fighting. You may think it's money, but it's actually just this. If they come and start eating well, because the first thing is be aware of what you're eating, what you're not eating, and improve on your eating habits. Then come and add our product. You will discover, for those who don't have diabetes, because when you're diabetic, you're going to have an issue with, you know, you're going to have this erectile dysfunction. And if you're diabetic, you still take our product within a month, that problem will sort itself out. If you don't have that issue, it's just a question of your eating habits. Start eating healthy, exercise, and take our product. The issue resolves itself within a month, within a week. So pomegranate is amazing. God knew when he created it that we needed it. Again, it will help fight bacteria and fungal infections. It increases energy levels, especially during exercise performance. So that is our pomegranate, and that's our product. And of course, those are some of the benefits of AG-Sera. I won't go into details with them right now, but I just wanted to let you know that our product, we have, of course, there are some testimonies here. All those ingredients are packed in one sachet. All of them, there are 8. They're all packed in one sachet. And I'll show you how it looks like just before we finish. I just want to go very briefly through our other products. There are not many. I'm just sliding. I'm not saying much about them. We have a product called AG Brock, which is an immunity enhancer. Very, very good. It's known as an immunity enhancer and a detox. We train more about these products on Wednesday. So today I'm just pointing out 1 or 2, and then we move on. So this, we recommend you add it onto the AG-Sera, and I'll finish by what is an AG-Sera, in a few minutes. So that's AG Brock, very, very good for lung issues, anything to do with your ENT, add it onto the AG-Sera. It will take care, lung cancer, anything to do with the lungs, asthma, arthritis, sinuses and all that. Very, very good for the organs. Let me not go into detail about it because we have another forum for that. And then the next ingredient, the next product is called AG Rosy. Amazing, very good for, more benefits for women. Doesn't mean men can't take it, but, it works very well for the, with the hormones for women. Amazing for, helping you look younger for longer, will take care of your PMS, hair loss, weight that comes because of menopause, mood swings, depression. Let me not go too much, but another day we'll go through it. We have AG Fibery, amazing for your gut. I know I've talked about AG-Sera being a detox. I've also talked, it has detoxing benefits, so does AG Brock, but this is our main detox. For those people who have issues with going to the toilet, this is going to take care of you. It has all the enzymes that you require, and we'll learn more about it as we go along. We have butterscotch coffee, very, very good benefits, rich with omega-3, ginkgo biloba, stevia, very good for the mind, very good for diabetes, an amazing drink, an amazing coffee. Most of our products are in powder form. In fact, all our products are in powder form. You're either mixing them in water or taking them sublingually, as I'll show you with the last product. We have AG Max, amazing product, very good for men. Doesn't mean the woman can't take it, but it works very well with, the hormones for the man, takes care of your prostate, takes care of your sperm, ensuring that your sperm count is good, very good for stress levels, maintaining your stress levels. Again, we'll discuss about it in another forum. And of course, we have our skincare, we have the face mist, we have the serum, and we have the AG Collagen. So let me come right here. What is an AG-Sera? AG-Sera, as I said, has the 8 ingredients. And how do you administer it? It's packed in powder form. So is the AG Brock in powder form. It comes in a sachet like this. I'll show you just before I finish physically how it looks like. Now, all those ingredients are packed, all of them in a sachet like this. They are packed according to your daily requirements of what you require in fruits and vegetables. And that is 3,000 milligrams. If you go to the pharmacy and ask for anything that is packed in 3,000 milligrams, you'll be surprised. Natural product, no, you might not get it. Now, we take it sublingually. It has to be put under the tongue because it is formulated for the cell. Sometimes your digestive system is where the problem is. So we want this to go straight to the cell because we said when you are not well, it is the cell that is not well. So the best way it can go using the latest technology there is today in the world, which is nanotechnology, is taking the product under the tongue. It goes straight to the bloodstream, straight to the cells, and it starts working within you from at cellular level. So it's formulated for the cell. It doesn't mean if you swallow it by mistake, you're going to have an issue. No, you won't. Remember, I'm talking about fruits and vegetables. So really, it is safe. So how do you take it? All these ingredients are packed together in that sachet. How do you take it? It's recommended that you take 1 to 2 sachets a day, depending on how serious your issue is. One is good enough for, someone without serious issues. It will take care of most of your needs. But sometimes some people are a bit more serious, so they would take 2 sachets, one in the morning and one in the evening. Now, when you wake up in the morning, you're taking it in the morning, let it be the first thing that you take. So sit up. If I normally recommend wake up a little bit early and, sit up, pour the contents. There's a place you tear, pour the contents in your mouth. It's just about a teaspoon. It's in powder form. It tastes sweet because remember, we've been talking about fruits and vegetables, but it is not the sweetness that is going to spike your sugar. It is safe for diabetes and the rest of us. Pour the contents under your tongue. Please sit upright. Don't talk. Don't keep too many movements. Don't bend down. I'm saying don't do all those things because I don't want too much saliva to be produced under your tongue or in your mouth. If you have too much saliva production, you're going to be tempted to swallow it. But if you sit still enough and just pour the contents and just stay, straight, it will dissolve. And you won't have to swallow all of it, because when you tell me that, oh, I don't feel any difference with all, I know the way you're taking it is not right. So we just need you to sit still and let the contents dissolve under the tongue. How you will know it has dissolved is that the sweetness will end naturally. That sweetness you started out with will end naturally, and you'll be able now to swallow just your saliva without any sweetness. It can take between 10, 20, 30 minutes for that to happen. People are different, but for you, how you will know, the contents will just dissolve slowly, slowly, slowly until you can no longer taste the sweetness and then now swallow the saliva. But if you find yourself swallowing the sweetness, then you're not allowing it to dissolve the way it's supposed to dissolve. Now, once it has dissolved after those maybe 20 minutes or so, now you can be able to talk. Nothing is limiting you from talking. Give yourself let's say 10 minutes, and then of course take a glass of water. As we said earlier on, water is very good. It's important for life. It will start your digestion going. So take a glass of water and give yourself another 20 minutes or 30, and then you can have your breakfast. And please, if you're on medication, do not stop your medication. I have been talking about food. I am not a doctor. I am just very interested in food. And so I do a lot of research on food. So this is not medicine. These are superfoods. They are your fruits and vegetables. So you cannot stop your medication. Let the doctor be the one to stop your medication once he sees you improving. So please don't stop your medication. Any regimen that you're doing with the doctor, please continue doing that until the doctor sees that you're improving, and they are the ones who are best placed to know whether they need to reduce your medication. So don't stop. But we know that in a day, even one sachet, you will give me a testimony. You're going to sleep better. Your pain is going to disappear, but I want you to come and give me those testimonies yourself. So that's how you take the product. So what is Agicera? Let me just let you know how to get it, and then I'll show you how it looks like physically. So we have testimonies. These ones used to come from Malaysia, but now in Kenya, we have lots of ours. So I just want to go on how do you take this product. This product, as I said before, a box of Agicera has 14 sachets, like what I showed you. And a box of Agicera retails, if someone was to sell it to you, they will sell it to you between 7,000 and 7,500, that one with 14 sachets. But for us, we are not interested in the place for retailing. In fact, we really don't have a retail price, but in case we might find someone who really must buy it, wants us to sell to them, okay, we'll do that. But what the company is interested in is you coming in and buying for yourself. They have 3 packages that you can choose to open an account with them so that you can purchase for yourself if you think this is for you. And they come in and they tell us you can either, instead of paying 7,500 and getting 1 box, why don't you pay 11,903 and get 2 boxes of Aegicera, each box having 14 sachets. So you're going to end up with 28 sachets. You can come in and get 2 boxes like that. Or you come in with the next package, which is called a premium, and pay 47,610 and get 8 boxes. Or you come in with the highest package, which is an elite, which goes for 142,830, and it gives you 24 boxes. Now, if you were to take the basic package that has 2 boxes, you're going to feel very good. By the way, you're going to feel even within a week, 2 weeks, by the time you're done with the 2 weeks, you actually, and you're taking it the way I've recommended, you're going to feel such a huge relief. Pain will have gone and you're so energized, you're sleeping better, you know, your blood pressure is stabilizing. But remember, this is food, and the company recommends that we take the product for 4 to 6 months for an issue to disappear, you know, for all that improvement. So 2 weeks, you know, you taking the product, if you take a sachet a day and you have 2 boxes, that lasts you almost a month. Please don't stop at that point. Remember, this is food. Food works, but it doesn't work like medicine. Medicine, you know, is going to give you relief from pain because that's how you're told, take 3 tablets 3 times a day or whatever it is. But you may still have your condition. This is food. It works, but it works with time. So please, you may need to take it for the 4 to 6 months. So that's how someone may decide, let me go for the bigger package because I want to take it for the 4 to 6 months. So maybe that's how you can take the premium. Or you find that you have family members, people who have issues, you want the elite package, or maybe you want to get into business, the elite package is the best place to be, but it doesn't mean that you can't start with the basic. Now, either of the packages, whichever you come in with, once you have an account, the next time you want to buy this product, 1 box of Aegicera will cost you 4,761. And that's the price for anyone who has an account with us. So that's the best way. I just need to mention the last thing just before now we wind up, that you can move, if you come in as a basic and you are interested in the business part, then the company will tell you, you know, we've given you 2 months that you can move to premium level, and you just need to pay the difference of the 2 prices within the 2 months, and you also get the difference in the package, the product. As well as when you're at premium, you want to go to elite, you have 4 months to get there, just pay the difference, and the company will also give you the difference in the products. But either way, the only thing the company will ask you to do is just use at least 1 box a month of the product. Buy for yourself at 47.61 as a member. So that is our product. And I'll stop sharing at this point so that I can show you the physical product. And this is how it looks like. This is a box of Aegicera. It looks like that. And within the box, this is how it looks at the back. And all that, you can go and read for yourself what is there, the ingredients and all. And it is, of course, registered in Malaysia, where it comes from, as a superfood. So this is a superfood. It's beyond a supplement, and it works. This is how the sachet looks like. They look like this. They have about a teaspoon inside there. And of course, the 3,000 milligrams is written there. When you have a physical one, you'll be able to see how it looks like. So that is the Aegicera. And in short, this is an antioxidant as well as an anti-inflammatory. It will increase your immunity. That's what vitamins do. And once your cells have immunity, it doesn't matter what you're suffering from. As long as your cells have immunity, they will start repairing themselves, restoring themselves, rejuvenating, replicating, and replacing themselves the way they are supposed to do. They need immunity. We are not eating right. And that's why we are having all these conditions. So I'll just show you the others. Physically, they look like this. That's the AG Brock. This is the AG Rosie. That's how it looks like that. And then we have the AG Fibery. They look like this. This you mix in water. You take it at the, after dinner. So it looks like that. The AG Rosy, you can take it maybe in the morning. You also mix in water. So these two you mix in water. The others you take as a powder. This is our coffee. The coffee I talked about with omega-3 and the like. This is the Mex that I talked about for the men. And the skincare I don't have, but I showed you the pictures. So we do train about the other products on Wednesdays, and we have a look, we see if we have quorum, then we're able to just go in brief about the other products, and then we share testimonies. So if we have quorum tomorrow, we can come together again for 1 hour, 30 minutes, we just learn about the other product, one of the other products, and then we share testimonies, and we also allow questions at that point. So at this point, I don't want to take any longer. I can see it's 9:27. I've overrun a little bit, but I want to thank you for making time to join us. Karibu sana for giving me this time. I recommend that you go back to the person who invited you to this forum. They'll show you the way forward if you're interested in becoming, in partnering with the company. We recommend just come and use the product for yourself. There is a business part of it. We have other forums for the business, but you do not have to do the business for us. We are all about just consuming the product for yourself. See if it is something that will benefit you. If you love it, come and just buy for yourself. If you want to tell someone about it, you're free to do that. You can bring them in this forum. We shall teach them, and we go along, and help one another, from all these conditions, because it is worrying. It is very worrying. Today I have a number of people that who we are raising money for, going through cancer treatment, and it is so sad. I'm also going, right now as we speak, we have a neighbor who we have lost her to cancer, and it's really worrying. What can we do about this? There's something that can help us. We really don't have to live life like this. And I usually say you have nothing to lose, by trying our product. You have everything to gain. So thank you for making the time. May God bless you. Just go back to the person who invited you. And if you want, if you're ready tomorrow, we can meet again for, and train on the other product so that you can learn more. If not, we shall let you know when we can meet next. But good night, and thank you very much for making this time. So God bless you. Asanteni sana.